Okay, so let's dive into a story about a woman who has perfected the art of keeping her past at arm's length. I mean, she's an academic who literally studies memory for a living, but she does it from this safe, scholarly distance. She's built this fortress of control around her life to keep all the messy feelings out. But as we're about to see, some things, well, they just refuse to stay buried. Meet Maya. This, quote, it's from her own book proposal, and it tells you everything you need to know about her. It's precise, it's intelligent, and it is completely detached. She analyzes memory, right? She holds it up to the light and writes theories about it, but she never ever lets it actually touch her. She thinks control is all about managing how you encounter the past. The only problem is, the past doesn't really care about her theories. And there it is, the core of her entire problem, summed up perfectly by her own agent. Ouch. Her work, her life, it's all this perfectly constructed thing, but it's missing a pulse. It's missing a soul. And you just know that assessment stings because deep down, she knows it's true. She's built this clean, sterile room for herself inside a very messy world, thinking she's safe. But a fortress can turn into a prison real fast. And her need for control isn't just some abstract idea. You see it in all the little details of her life. The meticulously written out leave requests for a family emergency, the painter's tape she uses to stick a note on her door. Every single action is precise, it's reversible, and it's designed to leave no mark. It's a life where being thorough is really just another form of armor. And then, the knock she never saw coming. It's not a literal knock, of course. It's a phone call. A single phone call about her mother's health, and just like that, her entire carefully constructed world shatters. It forces her to go back to the one place she thought she had escaped for good, the one place where all her neat little theories about memory are about to get tested by the real, messy, complicated thing itself. So her re-entry into this past life begins with this tiny, familiar struggle right at the front door. The key sticks. Of course it does. The lock remembers. Her muscles remember how to jiggle it just right. It's the very first sign that this place, it knows her, whether she wants it to or not. And suddenly, the past isn't just an idea in a book. It's a physical thing you have to wrestle with just to get inside. The moment she steps through that door, whoosh, it's a full-on sensory assault. The smell of old wood, her mother's favorite citrus cleaner, you know, the one that smells like trying. This isn't the kind of nostalgia she can just analyze from a distance. This is memory as an atmosphere, something you literally breathe in that starts to change you from the inside out. And then, she starts noticing these small, unsettling details. A mug in the sink with a lipstick print in a shade she'd never wear. A stack of library books she's never heard of. These are the first little clues that this house isn't just her past frozen in time. It's a life that kept going, a life that changed and moved on without her. At first, there's this really eerie feeling that the place is perfectly preserved. You know, the Afghan is still on the couch, the gardening gloves are right by the door. It's all just how she remembers it, and it creates this strange illusion that she could just step right back into her old life, like no time has passed at all. But that illusion, it shatters almost immediately. Because for everything that's the same, something else feels profoundly different. The quiet is unsettling. There are these subtle shifts everywhere she looks. She's like a ghost wandering through her own history, trying to figure out a place that is somehow both home and completely foreign territory. And of course there's Ben, the guy from her past, the history they share, the unresolved tension that you could just cut with a knife. A name she hasn't even let herself think of as part of a story for 10 whole years. And now, there he is, in her space, fixing her mother's porch rail. Absolutely unavoidable. So what happens now? Well, their new dynamic, it's not built on revisiting some old romance. It's built on work. It's practical. They are literally fixing a house, side by side. And for them, intimacy isn't found in whispered confessions. It's in passing a hammer, in the quiet, shared language of a project that needs to get done. To even begin to navigate this incredibly fragile space, they actually create a set of rules. Rules like no running and tell the ugly thing first. This isn't just about keeping physical distance. It's a very deliberate agreement to stay put, to face whatever is between them without just falling back into their old destructive patterns. This line really gets to the heart of their new beginning. It's not about forgiveness. It's not about trying to make up for the past. They can't just wipe the slate clean. Instead, it's a truce, a practical agreement to work together, to be decent to each other, and it's built on real, tangible things. Screws, light, a fixed porch rail. It's strong because it's functional, not sentimental. And this really shows you the fundamental tension between them. Her world is all abstract, theoretical. She gains control through analysis. His world is tangible, it's physical. He gets control by literally fixing what's broken. And now these two completely opposite ways of seeing the world are forced to coexist in the tiny space of one house. But here's where things take a turn, because beneath all the work, beneath this fragile truce they built, something else is buried. The foundation of this house, and it turns out the foundation of Maya's entire life story, it's all built on a lie. I mean, just stop and think about that question for a second. What if the one big story you've told yourself for 10 years about why you had to leave, about why your life is the way it is, what if that foundational memory, the one that shaped your entire adult self, just isn't the real story? And this is the moment it all starts to unravel. They're repairing a floorboard and something that was hidden falls. It makes this polite little plink. It's such a tiny sound, but it's one that threatens to make a huge noise in her life. It's a real, physical object, a piece of the past that's just been sitting there in the dark, waiting to be found. And this discovery, it's tied directly to her father, a man who, as she saw it, carried his pride like a backpack full of bricks and never, ever asked for help. The secret that was hidden in the subfloor is connected to the secrets he kept and to sacrifices he made that she never, ever knew about. So this brings everything right to the thematic heart of the story. With the past now completely uncertain, the future is just one big question mark. All of Maya's academic theories are suddenly useless. She and Ben, they have to invent a whole new way forward, a new theory, just for the two of them. And this is their theory, our maybe. I love this idea. It's not some vague hope or an escape hatch. It's something tangible and real, a location, a porch, a specific moment in time. It's a deliberate state of being that they have to choose to build together. This just perfectly captures their whole journey, doesn't it? The present isn't some fixed point they've finally arrived at, it's a process. It's the slow, intentional work of building something new and uncertain, one piece at a time, checking their work and just trusting that it's gonna hold. And so we're left with this question that just hangs in the air long after the story's over. When the past isn't what you thought it was, and the future is anything but guaranteed, how do you find the courage to build something anyway? How do you take the total uncertainty of maybe and turn it into